The day Marcellus realized his life wasn't his own started like any other. His phone buzzed before sunrise. A message from a friend asking for a favor. Another from work asking him to cover a shift. Another from family asking him to help with something he didn't have the energy for. Before his feet touched the floor, he had already said yes to 3 things he didn't want to do. And as he stared at the ceiling, a quiet thought hit him hard. When was the last time I chose myself? Marcellus was known as the good guy. Reliable, always available, the one who never said no. People praised him for it, but they never saw what it cost him. His dreams sat untouched in a notebook under his bed. His goals were postponed again and again. Every time he tried to focus on his own life, someone else's needs pulled him away. He told himself it was temporary. He told himself one day he'd have time. Deep down, though, he felt exhausted, invisible, and quietly resentful. One evening, after a long day of saying yes to everyone, Marcellus sat alone on a bus, watching the city lights blur past the window. His phone rang again. Another request. His thumb hovered over the screen, ready to reply sure, like always. But something inside him cracked. Not loudly, softly. A tired voice whispered, "If you keep saying yes to everything, you're saying no to yourself." His chest tightened. For the first time, he didn't answer right away. That night, Marcellus made a small but terrifying decision. The next request that didn't align with his values, his energy, or his future, he would say no. When the moment came, his heart raced. His hands shook. The word felt heavy in his mouth. But he said it anyway. "I can't do that." Silence followed. No explosion. No disaster. The world didn't end. But something else happened. He felt free. Not everyone reacted kindly. Some people were confused. Some were offended. A few drifted away. And that hurt. But what hurt more was realizing how many relationships only survived because he never had boundaries. As the noise faded, something beautiful took its place. Time, energy, clarity. He began waking up earlier, working on his goals, respecting his own limits. Each no became a quiet yes to the life he wanted. Months later, Marcellus barely recognized the man he used to be. He was still kind, still helpful, but now his kindness had direction. He understood that saying no wasn't selfish, it was honest. It protected his purpose. It taught people how to treat him. Most importantly, it taught him self-respect. The more he honored his own boundaries, the stronger he became. If you're listening to this and feeling stretched thin, overwhelmed, or stuck, hear this clearly. You are not required to be everything for everyone. You are allowed to protect your time. You are allowed to choose your path. Saying no doesn't make you weak, it makes you free. And the moment you learn to say no to what drains you is the moment your real life finally begins.